Are we going? Am I going to turn this way? We put it up here because the quality was better. But now we're going back onto YouTube, and I'll face the screen. Up now is Kerith. Vastly improved Kerith. Great classical posing, great lines, crazy fullness. Right, we're changing our cameras. Headphones. All right, here we go. All right, guys, we are about to go on YouTube as well as Instagram. So if you're watching the show, I'll continue to do both. All right. Are we up? Are we alive? Are we alive on... We're live. Straight out the lair, we've already seen Askahani go live. We are now looking at Kerith. Kerith has brought a hell of a fucking different package tonight. Fuller, tighter. Great job between now and the pre-judging for him and his coach. And for everybody who's watching here on Instagram, we are live now on YouTube. Woof! Definitely fucking so much fuller than this morning. Kept that trademark conditioning too. He's going to be battling into that top, top two now. I don't see him, as of now on what I've seen. Man, you know what? I'll just keep my thoughts to myself until I've seen everybody. How about that? I'm getting a little too excited as a fan. You're watching this. Guys, do you know if they're doing the top 10 or the top 5? Everybody in the chat, are they doing the top 10 or are they doing just the top 5? All right. Angel Cararon. That guy's got some fucking size, huh? Incredible upper body. Angel from Spain representing. I've competed against Angel, and he has definitely been one of these athletes that have creeped up the placings every single year. Last year, taking second place, and now presenting a package that doesn't look like it's going to be knocking in the top 3. But then again, look at what can be judged tonight. For everybody who's jumping on Instagram, I am actually going live on YouTube as we speak. Straight Out of the Lair podcast. And we're going live here. Unfortunately, for everybody who has asked several times already, we cannot show the live performance. What's wrong with you? I'm going to get fucking sued. Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot show the live performance. Obviously, down to copyright. Can you stick that video back up? These guys are not seeing that, right? Okay, good. Just exiting the stage, Angel. I believe we have another 2 competitors left. Friend of the show, and obviously you guys seen the Olympia hype this week, Keon Pearson. There's a lot of hype on Key on this particular show. I know that there is speculation that he could win tonight, and this is an improved Creon from the prejudging. Absolutely incredible structure, incredible physique. And very much improved and a little drier from this morning's prejudging. But is it enough to take out the giant killer, Sean Clarita? We are going to be finding out very soon. But classic Keon posing. Beautiful poser. Moving, transitioning into pause after pause. How can you not love this style of posing? And the 212 class most certainly has been lacking some great posing routines over the years. Great to see Keon putting something together that he told and talked about during the podcast that he's been working on tremendously. And posing, again, has always been one of Keon's strengths. But he said he had something special for this year's Olympia. And he wanted to show me prior to jumping on. But I said, just hold it so I can watch live. So this is truly, truly live. He's absolutely showing off his physique, all these classical poses, and showing off his symmetry in his line. He's doing a lot of archer poses, front double bicep, transitions from pose to pose. And it's nice and slow, nothing rushed. And truly making sure that every single pose is hit. All right, guys, I'm jumping on you with the Instagram. I'm going to see what you guys are talking about over here. A lot of you guys have got Keon winning. What do you think now? Have you seen him doing his posing routine? Great, great, great showing. And now the Giant Killer. People were talking about Sean maybe leaving the door open this morning. I think this is going to be the answer to everybody. I've seen Sean Clarita make incredible improvements in just short hours. And, you know, speaking to his coach earlier, Matt Johnson, what Matt done was literally put him to bed and just told the guy, get off your feet, rest, stay off social media, and let's see what his results are now at Pride of Walking On. I'm very excited to see Sean Clarita. Oof. They got the smoke show and everything. Is this the perks of the champ? I don't know. I never got any fucking smoke. What a shot. Coming out of the darkness, hitting the lights, the center spot on stage. Damn. Pound for pound, I don't think anything is close. I think he weighed in this show in the low 190s, maybe 190, 191, I believe. I don't know if it's the monitor, but I'm seeing this dark. I don't know if the stage lights need to go up more or not, but maybe it's the monitor. But either way, what I can see through this dark screen, I think it's Sean Clarita's, guys. Incredible. I don't think anything's coming close to Sean. As much as I'm very supportive of everybody on that stage, this is definitely a look as Sean has brought from prejudging to the night show. I'm sorry, that is very, very impressive. Deep separation in the quads, most muscular for the fucking. Oof. Single hand, most muscular, great shot, great transitions. Sean is just showing off his physique. They don't call him the Giant Killer for no reason at all. And he's loving it up there. The confidence is exude coming from Sean. And just like every champ, you need to get pulled off that stage. This is yours to dominate. This is yours to show off. And when I was up on that stage, there was nothing like it. They'd literally have to call my name several times to get me out. And Sean now is doing the exact thing. He knows he's on point. And this is, again, an incredible outing from Sean. And I'm excited now to just see what these guys look like in this next comparison, getting everybody back on that stage. So this is live, and obviously we are now having some fun with this. Again, we not at the Olympia, as you guys know, but we are trying to bring the Olympia experience here to Las Vegas from Straight Out There Podcast. Bringing out the top 5. What do you guys think now? You've seen everybody in this top 5. Give me your 1 to 5 in the Instagram chat. Give me your 1 to 5, guys. I can keep on seeing people tossing it up between Sean and Keon. I'd love to see what you guys think now. Definitely improved Keon. Definitely improved Sean. Definitely improved Kareth. I think them three guys to me are the standouts. And as we go into the pause down, I want to know what you guys think. All right, guys, we're talking about the 212 here. I all know that you love Dino. I love Dino myself. I love Chris Bumstead, but this is not the class. Let us know. The current class up is the 212. If you are watching it, let me know who you think is going to win. Get in the chat. See, guys, when I watch this as a champion, I used to dominate the stage in terms of mindset, walking around, being chased around. I would never pause amongst the pack. I would lead the pack. Sean needs to take the pack under control and walk from side to side and dominate that stage. I think he knows where Sean's at in life and how confident he is and what he looks. But as the champ, you should lead the whole pack. You want to stand next to me? Follow me. Don't stay in the pack. Be the controller of the pack. What do you guys think of this year's Olympia stage? What's going on in the chat there, Tyus? Silence back there.
Says, having you there with your opinions live is better than the live stream.
Yeah, tell them fuckers too.
And then TJ Davis says, if Sean was 8 inches taller, he'd be Ronnie Coleman.
Sean is the Ronnie Coleman, but just 7 inches shorter. Yeah. What do you think, chat? Who's going to win this show? I'm obviously looking at the Instagram here. I'd love to hear what you guys think.
There's a lot of people going for Sean on this one.
A lot of people. And to be honest with you, I think that your guess isn't too far off. All right. Bob Check is doing his Bob Check, and he's drawing everything out, bringing out the sponsors. We are going to now line these guys up and go from top 5 down to the man that they're going to call the 2020, fucking hell, I can't talk, 2023 212 Mr. Olympia. There's a lot of twos, I know.
Askahani says, I think Keon's going to take it. Judges are really loving shape as of late, and Keon improved a lot.
I love the fact that the Instagram on my side has Angel Caderon. Angel's got a lot of fans here in the chat. Askahani taking 6th place. As I said, it's a shame to see Askahani slip from chasing me on seconds to where he is right now, because Askahani could have won the Olympia. Hopefully he gets his conditioning under point and works on them weaknesses, because the size is there. 4th place. Oof. All right. Kareth just took 4th place. That could have been very interchangeable between him and Angel. And I know Kareth is going to look at this as motivation and most definitely now go back to the drawing board. His goal next year most definitely should be breaking into that top 3. And he has all the genetic potential to do so. Great job, my friend, and vastly improved since the prejudging. I mean, if I was a betting man right here, I think we'd all agree Angel would be in this 3rd place. The suspense. Congratulations, Angel. Great outing, great improvements. The man they call the Dark Horse, all the way from Spain, Angel Caderon. Great placing, great respect to that man. Very humble. Trained at the Dragon's Lair numerous times, along with me in Boca Raton as well as Las Vegas. Great competitor. Congratulations, my friend. What's up, guys? IG, I see you. I see you. This is... and it's down to the wire, the top 2, guys. And in Bob Chick fashion, he is going to draw this fucker out. What's it looking like, Tyus? How are we looking in the chat? What's people saying?
Well, the majority are going for Sean right now. So I don't know what the Vegas odds are, but that's what most are leaning that direction.
As I'm watching this right now, gents, as long as everybody in the chat, I literally have the bag of nerves in my stomach. I've been here many times before. Please take. Gold medal. Can we turn this up? Quick. To our winner. A new! Wow! Wow! Incredible, guys. Incredible. Keon made incredible improvements. And as much as I love both of these guys, I honestly thought Sean just had enough to do and hold it off. They say you got to take out the champion.
You know, his confidence on the podcast, when
yes.
we just had him on, was he just felt like he had it. It's rewarding to see that he absolutely did.
Yeah, and listen, congratulate. I am honestly, as a fan watching this, I am, oh my gosh, so happy for both these guys. But I know the feeling that Keon is having in his stomach right now, and I am proud as punch.
There's a lot of surprise in the chat.
A lot of surprise. A lot of surprises. I think, again, you know, speaking from the athlete standpoint, to win the Mr. Olympia, you have to knock out the champ. And Sean was so vastly improved going from prejudging, going into the night show, and so was Keon. But again, wow. I'm honestly, for me to be shut up and lost for words. Wow.
Well, Flex, you've been there before. What did it feel like for you when you won?
To be honest, I drew a blank every single time I was up on that stage. I can only remember my last Olympia, believe it or not. Everything kind of blended into one another, but I do remember standing there and waiting for my name to be called, whether it was first or second place. Thankfully, it was 7 first times, but it could have been different.
Because you're preparing for this for such a long period of time. You lived through that moment in advance. So when the moment actually hits, does that diminish the impact of it?
When that moment hits, it's more of like, oh my God, thank God, all these early mornings, late nights, chicken breasts, and various other freaking greens that had to be digested and consumed. As you know, food wasn't my favorite thing to do, but it all meant that that 10 seconds of build-up that Bob Chick done, and then just hearing my name was well worth it. I am honestly shocked. I didn't think they would have given it to Keon, but I'm delighted to see Keon up there. And again, Tyus, what you said hit the nail on the head. The confidence that he's exuded over the last couple of weeks has been absolutely tremendous. I have been speaking to him all day yesterday, the majority of this morning prior to going on stage, and here he is now being called the new 212 Mr. Olympia champion.
Was there anything from the podcast? You just had him here in the studio for the podcast. Was there anything that he said during the podcast that really stood out to you that you're like, oh, there's something else going on here with this guy?
Just the confidence. The confidence that he had just sitting there and just telling me he was going to win the show. There was not a shadow of a doubt in his mind that he was not going to win this show. And you could see, if you guys have not seen the podcast, get back out there, get back in there and see what he had to say. Because, again, it was incredible. And again, what I said to him when he got off air too was, dude, who are you? What an improved version mentally improved version. So shout out to Patrick Tor and him and what they done post prejudging. As you guys know, and as you've seen on my wrap up on the prejudging, I said that he was holding a film of water that he needed to get off. And obviously it was, wow, look at that, guys. That front double bicep. That's when he holds his arms out, crucifixion pose. Reminds me of Lee Haney, that old school big taper, small waist, flaring legs, and new 212 Mr. Olympia champion. Guys, in the Instagram, what do you fucking think about this? Wow.
Now, you've been there 7 times, and the first time, though, that was a life-changing event.
Absolutely.
What should he be expecting moving forward? Like, how does this change his world?
Well, like every sport, when you win the title, you have to defend it, right? The element of winning it once, people can say, oh, you only won it because of this. And for my case, there was a missing David Henry, there was a missing Kevin English, who had both won the 202 title. So when I stepped on that stage and I won it the first year, there was always these little whispers, you know, oh, Flex, you only won it because these 2 people weren't here. Ultimately, when it happened the second year, everybody was there. Everybody who had won it prior was there back on stage and on that year. So not only did it solidify that I wasn't just a one-hit wonder, but it solidified the fact that I was a true champion and had already defended it. So as Keon now is walking off stage and he's getting all his love and his hugs backstage, as you can see online, the moment of that generally just feeling, fucking hell, I can't even talk here. I'm just so pumped for him. Sorry, guys. That feeling that overwhelms you truly won't kick in. And for me, it didn't kick in for a month, believe it or not. Yes, that feeling of satisfaction of winning, and it's like that bag off your back, and then you can call yourself the champ. You know, the overwhelming attention that you get straight off the bat, going backstage, people want to talk to you, you're doing the media obligations, you're getting pulled to this side, people want to take pictures of you, you've got your medal, your family is there, there's just a mixture of emotions. Waking up the next morning with that cup in my bed, literally I slept with a cup in my bed, was not a dream. I looked at it, my wife is trying to keep in. Hey, crazy, right? Crazy. As my wife is popping in, she's saying she's so happy. And then to just look at that cup that was nestled in between. Hey, babe, remember the first time I won the Olympia? Where was the cup? In bed, right? To wake up in between, with a cup in between myself and my wife was a crazy. It was just a reality of all our hard work, and it wasn't a dream. So he is going to go through these moments, and every year I won, I can tell you right now, guys, that it took about a couple of weeks, if not a month, for it to truly set in, and the reality of me being like, holy shit, this wasn't a dream. And the first ever time, if I was to take a quick story and segue it here, the first ever time that I won the title, I was back in my own country, and I was walking next to the sea on my own, in my thoughts, and then it just hit me. Oof. Tickled my fucking back of my throat then. It just hit me. And I know that's going to happen to Keon. I say this many times, this was earned. This was not given. I don't want to shadow the fact that Sean Clarita brought one hell of a package. Nobody would have mourned, groaned if he had won tonight. I think if anything, Keon winning has been a shock of a show for the many people I'm looking at in the chat, looking at the conversations that are going on the live Instagram, on the live YouTube as well. But the reality is Keon now is the 212 Mr. Olympia champ, and the fourth guy in history to do that now. So myself, Derek Lunsford, Sean Clarita, and now Keon Pearson. 4 Mr. 212 title winners. And again, couldn't be happier to see this young gentleman win this title. And what a career now starts for Keon. Again, as you can see, I'm fucking lost for words, you guys. I'm very, very happy for Keon and all the hard work he's done here at the gym. All the people that have supported him, and what I just got to get on the phone and call him. As you can see, I'm all getting fucking bent out of shape here, just congratulating him. But, gentlemen, I think that wraps up the 212 podcast. Is there anything in the chat that we need to address, Tyus, that is...
No, you know what's amazing in the chat right now is just the amount of positivity and support for all the athletes is really there and really evident. And I think that's just a great testament to the sport in general. And so I commend these because a lot of people were saying, oh, Sean's going to take this. And then it didn't necessarily go their way. But, they're just like, you know what? Congratulations, Keon. So it's wonderful. It's good positivity. They're supporting the athletes. I love it.
I agree, Tyus. When you've got your fan favorites and you're going to have your diehards, regardless who I stood against and who I beat, you were always going to have the fans of the opposing athletes cheering on. But one thing I will say is, you got to be humble in victory and humble in defeat. And as you've seen with Sean Clarita before we go off air, that gentleman right there is a true champion's champion. He's been and done an incredible job as a Mr. Olympia 212 champion. This will not be his last 212, I can tell you right now. Sean has been told all his career that he's not big enough, he's too short, he's never going to win this, he's never going to win that. And now he's defended his title last year, quite arguably he could have gone in and defended it for the third time. But again, the sport had other viewpoints, and of course I would love to find out what the judges had with positions and then placings across the board. I think that prejudging and now going into the night show definitely made up for some room, especially with Keon. Whatever improvements they asked for him were given and they got. And again, the judges will always judge a show again at the night show. Evidently, without asking questions, that certainly went on tonight. And you now have a new 212 Mr. Olympia champion. And it's great to hear, just like Taya says, the sport getting behind this new champion, congratulating, because this wasn't a controversy. This was a battle tooth and nail. The strengths of Sean are not the strengths of Keon. And the strengths of Keon are not the strengths of Sean. I think there's weaknesses across the board, and it's beautiful to say that this now will be transcending into a battle that'll go on next year and possibly prior to the Olympia. So both gentlemen, I want to tip my hat to. Sean has been, as I said, an incredible Mr. Olympia representative, and he'll continue to be an incredible representative. But now the work starts for Keon. The pressure is now going to be there for whenever time he steps on stage. I know he spoke about the pressure going into this year's Mr. Olympia, but now, as the champ, you take a new hat, and the pressure now is you walking around with that that target on your back. But that is now not here or there right now. We are celebrating the win, and we have a new champion, and I just want to say a massive congratulations to the Dragon's Lair very own Keon Pearson, your new 212 Mr. Olympia champion. Hope you guys have enjoyed this live. Until next time, straight to the lair, we are out.